my coworker skipped this service because he said there were too many plants growing around the valve box and too many bees flying around in the plants. I'll only say this. I view pollinators as my coworkers, and judging by the fact that I never get stung, I think they view me the same. Anywho, I came out myself to do it because I'm the old guy that does things. Anyway, so here is the EZ Flo fertilizer tank. We like to call it a soil treatment tank. What you got to do is first you have to turn off the inline shutoffs. So you just turn off the black one and turn off the clear one. And that keeps any liquid from flowing if the irrigation is running at the time of your service. And you pull back the little collar where the line attaches to the cap, and you just dislodge the two caps and get any garbage off your hands. Give it a turn, unscrew the cap, and pop it off. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is empty out the liquid that's in the tank, or at least a portion of it, so that you can put your refill in there, whether that's going to be filling the entire tank or if you're going to be filling it partially. But when you refill, the tank should be pretty much just water at that point, because whatever you filled last time should be used up. From time to time you might find that's not the case and there might be an issue with the flow. Okay, so now you're ready to put in your material. In this case, I'm using a citric acid based pH reducing material because of the cool season in the desert Southwest. It doesn't make as much sense to do a actual fertilizer. As you can see, I'm sloppy, but I'm putting in the pH reducer. This is going to help the plants access nutrients in the soil that they don't normally get access to because of the high pH in our area. This is something we might do once or twice in the cooler season. Anyway, I fill it up just enough, and then whatever space is left, I make sure to use my inline shutoffs to fill up the space that's left in the tank, because you don't want to be leaving air in the tank when you put the cap back on. And there's one more thing we'll do once the cap is back on to make sure there's no air left. Alright, so I've got that topped off and overflowing. Time to put that cap back on. You got to make sure, by the way, that your gasket, your little O-ring is in place, or else this thing won't work right. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting the black line into the blue collar. That's the inside, and I'm just making sure to spray out any air that might be left. Make sure I'm getting pure liquid coming out. And then I shut it off again, and I put in the clear line into the green collar. Once that's in place, I can turn on both inline shutoffs, and this thing will be ready to get fired up and going. So we're turning on those inline shutoffs so that this thing can flow freely. And I do have the irrigation system running during this process so that I can make sure to do a little test run. I turn the blue ball valve to give a little bit of pressure to make sure I can see that liquid flowing. And when I finish up, I like to leave that blue ball valve just slightly turned to just once again create a little bit of urgency so that when the system runs, we get some actual flow. Thank you for watching. This has been refilling an EZ Flo fertilizer tank. Have a great day.